What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. So today we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin price that has crossed the $15,000 mark. It is barreling through 15,000. I mean, it just crossed 15,000 and it's already at 15,314, heading towards 16,000. You just get the idea, you get the notion that at some point Bitcoin's just going to pound through 20,000. I mean, it's in hyper velocity right now. But we all know about Bitcoin's rise. I mean, it's up 18% today right now, 52% over the last 7 days. It's really surging. It's a very powerful coin to be in right now. And it's really the only one that's in green in the top 10 in the last 24 hours. So let's take a look at what you can be doing right now while all this is taking place. All right, so assuming that you guys have two strategies here. You're either taking profits on your altcoins that were up. You've either decided you're going to take profits or you're going to hold tight. You're not going to touch anything. You're just going to continue to let things go up. So Bitcoin dominance right now, guys, is really high and it's expanding. So there's a lot of Bitcoin. So you can see Bitcoin is making up what? 63% of the cryptocurrency market cap, and it's running away with it. It really is. I mean, we like to see Bitcoin dominance at around 55% and even lower than that. But right now, Bitcoin is just charging. Now, here's the thing that I'm going to anticipate about the market, okay, is that more than likely, Bitcoin is going to continue to keep this Bitcoin dominance above 60% until it shows a sign of slowing down. But right now, Bitcoin does not show a sign of slowing down because more and more money's coming in. And when that new money comes in, it's going to go into Bitcoin. So more people are going to be taking profits on their altcoins and dumping it into Bitcoin. Now, there's some things to think about when you're taking your profits. For example, if you're going to jump out of IOTA, you're going to take profits on IOTA. Let's say you're in IOTA, I don't know, maybe at 77 cents. And you sell at 342 right now. What are you gonna do if IOTA all of a sudden turns the corner and shoots back up to $5 and Bitcoin slows down, right? So then you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be getting rid of your IOTA, which is potentially gonna have a market capitalization similar to Ethereum at some point. You just get that idea, right? At some point it's gonna have an Ethereum market cap around 40 billion at some point soon. But with the way that Bitcoin's moving, it's possible that Bitcoin could reach $1 trillion market cap faster than IOTA gets to the $40 billion market cap. So at this particular moment, I'm almost going to say if you're in the black, or well, I guess you could say in the green, but in the black is another way of saying in the green. If you're sitting in profit right now and you're up 4 or 5 times and you see that your coin is dipping lower and lower, if you don't really care if IOTA goes up or down right now because you need to get into Bitcoin, you might just want to jump and take that step. But me personally, I will tell you right now, I'm actually holding tight on all my positions. I realize I could take profit on IOTA and dump it into Bitcoin, and I realize I could take profit on a lot of different coins, but I'm actually holding firm on my altcoins, and I'm waiting for the Bitcoin slowdown that will lead to some market diversification into some of these altcoin positions, which will put these back in the green and put the altcoins back on the bull run. Now, the altcoins are where you can get the 5 to 10 times gains. I mean, if you were watching my videos previously about salt, we were hyping Salt, and Salt's had some incredible price action over the last 7 days. I mean, you could have been taking profit at any one of these price ranges here. But Salt's up nicely. IOTA's up nicely. We just came off the Cardano run. But all of these are going to go up from here. Even Lisk, you know, we were buying Lisk below $5. Monocoin, we were buying that around, what, $7. And there's a lot of cryptocurrencies here that they're sleeping giants. And you can get 4 times, 5 times gains. In order to get a 2 times gains with Bitcoin, it's going to have to go to 30,000. But at this point, Bitcoin's just they're humming. I mean, it's really hard. It's really hard to watch Bitcoin go and hold your altcoin positions. But I think right now, just hold tight here, guys. Hold tight. That's what I'm doing. But it's up to you. I mean, if you're gonna dump one of your altcoins and jump into Bitcoin, the ideal situation is that you're selling. Like, for example, if you wanted to sell IOTA at 342, IOTA dumps to $3 and Bitcoin goes to 16,000. That's an awesome scenario for you because you sold high on a receding cryptocurrency like IOTA. You put it into a growing cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. Then what ends up happening in 2 days or 1 day, you decide, I don't know, you'll sell your Bitcoin at 16,000 or 17,000. Let's say you sell Bitcoin at 17,000. IOTA's sitting at 242 now. So now what did you do? Now you've just taken your Bitcoin position and you've acquired more value, more buying power, more purchasing power to accumulate more IOTA. And then IOTA goes back up to $5. I mean, that's the ideal situation. But because the market is so topsy-turvy, it's really hard to get a finger on the pulse of what's going on. I just hold tight because I've found that you could sell IOTA at 342, and next thing you know, IOTA goes up to $4. You know, you could sell IOTA at 342 and it go down to 242. But to me, it's a risk not really necessary to take right now. Even if IOTA goes down to $2, I'm still happy because I'm in IOTA for a long haul, and I don't want to touch my core position, which I want to be in when IOTA reaches a Ethereum market cap of, you know, $40 billion thereabout, or even more. IOTA's on that kind of on that path. Ripple, on the other hand, it just has been staying steady at this price, and I don't really see Ripple doing too much anytime soon because it's not a very exciting cryptocurrency to own for a lot of people, and it's more of a long-term play. Close your eyes now and wake up next year, and you'll see where Ripple's at. Maybe it'll be at 45 cents or something. All right, maybe it'll be at 50 cents. But close your eyes now on, I don't know, Cardano, and Cardano might be at 40 cents, which is a 4 times gain, 44 cents thereabouts. Close your eyes on, let's see here, what's one that really has a lot of room to grow? Vertcoin's got a lot of room to grow. I keep saying that. I just think Vertcoin's got a lot of room to grow. Not sorry. But 10x has a lot of room to grow. This is one of those cryptocurrencies I would say has a lot of room to grow. PivX is another one. All these ones down here in this $200 million range, I think they really have a lot of room to grow. Even Power Ledger. Like, Power Ledger could easily creep up on $1 billion market cap. I don't see why 10x couldn't hit a $10 billion market cap like Ripple's had. I really don't see why 10x is just a couple deals away from having a $10 billion market cap. Where would that put this price? That's going to be huge. 10x, man, this one's a sleeping giant, guys. This 10x right here. Look into 10x if you haven't already. It's a real sleeping giant. It really is. You'll discover they not only have the tech behind it, they also have the front man, Julian Hosp. He's getting out there and he's making the connections, and I keep pushing the importance of that because marketing is really important at this level right now. And if they've got someone out there just getting out there in the community, whether it be with YouTubers or whoever it is, That's the name of the game. That's why a sleeping giant like Golem. If you just look at Golem, I mean, this is a massive project, and they're going to pull it off too. These guys are going to get something going here, but they have no marketing. Golem, they're a supercomputer, but they don't have they don't have any marketing behind it, so they just lay dormant. But they could easily be. Golem should easily be past Populous at least. I mean, yeah, it should definitely be past Populous. This another one to keep an eye on is this Qtum. Qtum's nice in the red. There's a lot of buying opportunities right now. There's a lot of buying opportunities right now. You could even probably, this is another thing you could probably consider doing. Let's just watch the Bitcoin price to see where it's at right now. It says 15,314. Let's see, 15,393. You could probably just take out a fraction of a Bitcoin right now for, I don't know, $400, say, and you could probably watch that grow all the way up to, I don't know, you could watch it mature by 10%, 15%, and then as these altcoins, as they dip and go into the red even further, then you've watched your Bitcoin mature that you buy on Coinbase, and then once it gets to a point where you feel like you're pretty comfortable with it and your favorite altcoins have gotten into the red, you could easily, grow that $400 into something. You could easily grow that $400 probably to, $450 to $500. I'm just giving you a hypothetical. I mean, I don't know how much money you're willing to put in, but you can mature it and watch these pull back and get more altcoins out of the deal than you would have got if you just bought it the same day, because that's kind of the period that we're in right now. We're going to watch Bitcoin continue to steal the show. Bitcoin dominance is just going to continue to keep going up, and there's really nothing that we can do about it because Bitcoin's the golden goose. This is the golden goose right here, guys. Sure, we know us guys and gals who've been doing this for a long time. A long time in crypto is 3 months. 3 months in crypto feels like a year, really. Or, I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but for me, just being in crypto for 3 months really feels like a long time. So in 3 months, that amount of time being in crypto is a lot longer than someone who's just coming in who just thinks Bitcoin's this miracle thing that they don't really know much about, and then they find out, oh, you mean there's altcoins? Like, what's Ethereum? What's Ripple? And then what do? Then they start saying, well, let me go fork some of this money into some of these other altcoins that people are telling me about. And it's just like the way you came into it. So right now, yeah, you can expect Bitcoin to continue to rally. And people are saying, well, do you think the whales are going to take profit? I don't think so, because I think the whales want to ride this out. They want to see how much momentum they can get out of this thing. They want to squeeze it. I don't really see the whales doing anything until they get some sign of a slowdown. Right now, they're just like, let it keep inflating. But then again, there could be one. All it takes is one whale to take the air out of the tire on us, and then the next thing you know, boom, Bitcoin's back down to 14,000 or 12,000. One whale with a massive percentage, or two whales, because all it would take is one whale to react, another whale to react, and then you have a chain reaction like we saw right here, which this is multiple whales right here. When we saw this right here, this is multiple whales taking profit. It's more than just one. But one sends it spiraling, another one catches the sign, takes back. Us layman people who don't have the whale money, or us simpletons, as you'd like to call it, who don't have that whale money, we're just standing by like, well, how low is this thing gonna go? How low is it gonna go? But we're like, well, we buy the dip, so once it comes off a peak by $2,000, heck, we'll buy in, because we know it'll revisit that peak again. But it's a buying opportunity for us. But either way, we still don't know how low it's gonna go. Then it'll pump up, then whales will take profit again, and then they'll leave it alone and let it rise again. And that's where we're at right now. Look at this. This is so steep. We've never seen price action like this right now. And I'm going to have to say that I think the whales will probably ride this one out. They want to see how much of an injection of cash can come in from the regular market, not fellow whales. Well, there could be fellow whales, but they want to see how much money can pour into this. And then when they get comfortable with that price, could be 20,000, could be 22,000, could be 19,000, we don't know. Then they'll take some profit off the table. But I think they're going to let it ride a little bit more. That's my anticipation for a couple more days. I think they want to see how the market responds to this 15,000. And I think just like what we saw with the 10,000, when it crossed 10,000, it just shredded through 10,000 straight to 11,000 the next day. You see, right when it hit 10,000, boom, you see this spike right here. So now that it hits 15,000, that's massive news, right? $15,000 Bitcoin is big news. So people are like this is going to be on all the news stations. Bitcoin hits $15,000 per Bitcoin. Jane and Mary or Mary's going to look at Dave and be like, Dave, wasn't Bitcoin at $13,000? Shouldn't we call up CME Group, or shouldn't we call up our investment banker and talk to him about Bitcoin? How do we get into Bitcoin? Wasn't it at 13,000 the other day? Are you sure you should be investing in bonds and treasuries right now and not Bitcoin? Dave's going to say, you know what? I think you're right. Wasn't it at 10,000 just a week ago? You know, this is the kind of conversations that are going to happen. Obviously, I'm using fictitious names here, but you get the point. Like, people are going to be like, wasn't that just at 10,000? And they're going to say, yeah, it's at 15,000. Everybody's going to be like, there's going to be a Bitcoin craze, and the whales know it. And when the Bitcoin craze happens, all these people with money just sitting around, they like to spend the money in the money market accounts. So they're gonna move some of that over into Bitcoin. So the whales want to see that action. It's already coming. I mean, we're seeing it right now. U.S. dollars now stole the show. It was the Korean won. Now it's the U.S. dollar pumping in. Man, we could breeze to 20,000 really quickly here. At this rate, once it goes to 20,000, I mean, I threw it out there earlier. If it hits 20,000 in the next 2 days, we're going to be closing in on 40,000 by the end of 2018. I would anticipate, unless whales take profit and rain on the parade. But I mean, I'm just spitballing right here. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. I'm really just spitballing. I don't know where this thing's going. Half of me wants to say it's going to the moon. Like, this thing's going to 40,000 by the end of the year. Half of me wants to say 20,000 is the magic number, and then the whales will take it. And then the other part, and then the rest of me is like thinking to myself, when are the whales going to take profit? Right? So we've got so many dynamics playing out here, and really what I'm doing is I'm holding. I'm just holding. As they say, hodling. I really am. I am holding. I'm really just going to hold and ride this out. I'm going to let everyone do what they got to do. I'm going to let all the new investments come in. I'm going to let the whales take their profit when they do. I'm probably accumulating more than anything. So I'm holding for sure, and I'm accumulating when the opportunities come. That's my position right now. So if you did choose to watch this video all the way through, that's my conclusion after going through all my thoughts and talking to you guys here. It's hold and accumulate. That's where I'm at right now. Anyways, guys, share your strategy and the way you're working this market right now. Here as we're watching Bitcoin barrel, let's just do a quick see, 15,409. I mean, what do you guys want me to say? I don't know. I mean, this thing's chugging. This thing's barreling. This thing's rolling. Bitcoin is rolling. It is on a roll. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. And if you've been watching videos from our channel and you want to stay up to date, click that bell right next to subscribe, and let's keep this ball rolling. I almost want to go chug it, choo choo.